Hello everyone! How are you? This is the third book review video. Are you excited? I'm excited! Let's talk about the book Crenshaw by Katherine Applegate. This book had excellent ratings in Goodreads and every other site, and my father thought that I would enjoy reading this book. Let me share my opinion of this book with you. The book is about Jackson and his family, his parents, his sister Robin, and their dog, who must now leave their home because they're being evicted. The book also gives an account of how the family had lived before the eviction and afterwards, and most importantly, how will Jackson deal with this situation of being homeless? The entire book is a narration or recounting of events from Jackson's perspective, how being homeless affected him and how he reacts to it. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Who is Crenshaw, right? Crenshaw is a cat. Meow. Not just any cat, but a cat imagined by Jackson when he was younger. This imaginary cat friend of Jackson was a normal-sized cat when Jackson first made him up, but now is way bigger than Jackson, as you can see from the cover of the book. Crenshaw is back in Jackson's life, now to help him cope with the home eviction and the following homelessness. Having a friend with you when you're going through tough times is a good thing, is it not? But Jackson has changed now. He's not the same boy who wanted an imaginary cat to be his friend. He believes in reality and in facts that make people go, "No way." So, an imaginary cat friend, however good his intentions might be, does nothing to lift Jackson's spirits. Marisol, Jackson's friend, a real human being, explains to Jackson that it is okay not to always stick to facts and reality, and it is important to enjoy the magic. He figures the truth about Crenshaw, and then the end. See, as I told you, this book had excellent ratings in Goodreads and every other site. I wondered why, because this book scared me. I usually read my books over and over again, like all the books in Mallory Towers, or Secret 7, or The Mysterious Benedict Society, and I tell my parents or my sister what the interesting part of the book. I read this book as fast as I could, put it away in a secluded corner, and took the next book which did not deal with things about being homeless. I did not want to read this book again. Ever again. I did not want to talk about this book. When my parents started nagging me about a book review, I kept evading it. I forgot what this book was about. I didn't remember much about the story. There isn't much to say, etc. Do you want to know why? It was because this book talks about homelessness. That too, about how a 10-year-old boy deals with it. I am 10 and I do not want to talk about it. This book made me look around the house to see what we had. I don't want my stuff to be sold. My piano, my keyboard, my iPad mini, my Kindle. Ugh. I cannot even imagine living in a minivan which smells of stinky feet, washing my clothes at restaurant sinks, putting those clothes on bushes to dry, or struggling for money. It is super scary. But you know what? My parents told me that is what makes this book a great book. I don't get it yet, even though I read it a couple times. They said that it deals with uncomfortable things. It tells you about the harsh realities of life. It tells you about real struggles of real people. As you can see from the acknowledgements, that the author had interacted with people who had been homeless. Let me repeat, it is scary. There were a few things I did like about this book. Jackson's parents were musicians. They both had guitars. It was a huge deal for me, as I sometimes try to play my father's ukulele when he allows it. It is exciting that they explain about blues music. Jackson walks dogs and earns money. That is important, yes? And also, Jackson knows so many facts about animals, like cheetahs, bats. I especially like the fact about how bats puke up warm blood into the mouths of the unlucky bats who didn't get much from hunting. Also, Jackson shares a special bond with Marisol. He trusts her with his secrets of having been homeless and about Crenshaw. And the little things like the almost alliterative name, Crenshaw the cat. The cover, which is my favorite color, purple. Jackson loves purple, just like I do. Psst, I'll show you my purple collection later in this video. So, what did I not like about this book? As I said before, even though it is the best part of the book, I did not like the idea of being homeless because it scares me. And also, the timeline is all jumbled. Suddenly, there is a chapter on what happened a long time ago, then back to the present, and then back again to another point of time in the past. This mixed up timeline was a definite no-no for me. Partly because of this timeline, it took a long time for me to understand what was happening. I was more than halfway through the book to figure the story out. Also, the book ended so abruptly. I did not know what to think of it. With so many chapters to figure out what's happening and 52 chapters in all, a few more chapters leading to the end of the book wouldn't hurt. Again, maybe the jumbled up timeline that makes it so. I don't understand why the book is titled Crenshaw. The cat does not appear so often in the book. But of course, most of his visits are unexpected. I really laughed when Crenshaw explains about the imaginary friend lounge. What my parents feel is that I might be able to appreciate the book better if I read it 2 to 3 years from now. Not the homelessness part, but about the imaginary friend part, that you would always have a buddy with you. So, will I read this book again? Probably not. My rating for this book is 2.4 stars out of 5. Without a jumbled timeline and a few more chapters to the ending, this book would have gotten a solid 4, or at least a 3.5 to 4. The homelessness part takes away 1 star away for sure. The One and Only Ivan is another book by this author, and that's much, much better. Though it is also a bit sad. Anyway, that's what I think about this book. Let's talk about you. Have you read this book? What do you think of this book? Did you enjoy it? Please add your thoughts as comments to this video. If you haven't read it yet, should you read this book? I think you can give it a try. Maybe you will like it or even love it. Now, it is time for a short trivia quiz about this book. 1. Name Crenshaw's favorite TV show. 2. Which song can Robin sing 3,000 times on and on? And 3. What does Marisol want to be when she grows up? Post your answers in the comment section. Let's see who gets all of them right. I hope you liked this video. Please hit the like button if you did. Alright then, see you next time. Bye! Meow. Crenshaw says bye too.